Hello, I'm Matt Guff from thehouse.com, and this is a 2018 Salomon Huck Knife Wide Snowboard. It's a deck designed for anyone with size 11 feet and larger. It's for intermediate to advanced level riders that like being in the park. Nils Mindich rides this board, and of course Jesse Paul rips on it as well. From the streets to big mountain, big booter features, the Huck Knife is a great board that got introduced to the line, I believe, last year. It's a true twin board with a centered style stance and a quad camber profile shape. Overall, it's going to have a feel of a camber style deck, but toned down just a little bit so it's not as aggressive as traditional camber. There's reverse camber near those contact points that kind of raise up those points to be a little bit softer, and there's also a freestyle edge bevel in those sections as well to make it less catchy, but it still has like a rocking or arcing style camber shape that give the board a good amount of pop. Now the wide version will feature a flex of about a 5. It's right in the middle, not too soft, not too stiff. That's perfect for pretty much just like ripping around. It's not going to be a noodle, and it's not going to be like a stiff board either. There's an Aspen Select style wood core that features Popster core profiling, meaning that underneath and in between the feet, the board's going to be just a little bit thicker than everywhere else. It's supposed to give the board 15% more pop, but what it does is really provides great energy transfer from your body directly to the board. There's about a Tri-X glass on the bottom, there's a Tri-X glass on top, and another cool thing about the sidewalls is actually slingshot. It's carbon inlays underneath where your feet are to give a little bit more pop and spring. Other than that, there's really not many additional additives to the board. There's a sintered style base. It's die cut, of course, and it absorbs lots of wax, so make sure to keep it waxed up throughout the season. And then there's the Equalizer Rad side cut. Now, the side cut on this deck is pretty interesting. There's actually 3 kind of like straight lines that are kind of centered around a radius with transition zones that actually have part of that radius. Other than that, there's a flat section in between your feet, there's a flat section that's angled on the nose, and of course on the tail. This is a great board, a Huck Knife. It's a great board for riding big jumps and big rails. This version again is the wide deck for anyone with size 11 feet and larger. Make sure to check it out at thehouse.com. Leave a comment or a question. Let me know what you think of this thing, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and hopefully I'll see you guys on snow. Peace.